قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون إنما يتذكر أولو الألباب قل يا عبادي الذين آمنوا اتقوا ربكم للذين أحسنوا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وأرض الله واسعة إنما يوفى الصابرون أجرهم بغير حساب صدق الله العظيم تكبير تكبير الله أكبر.
Just a few quick announcements before we get started. Welcome to the first MSA meeting of the semester. We have a lot of things planned this semester, a lot. So, I mean, I'm going to be here for a long time to tell you what we have planned up. But really quickly, this Wednesday we have an event just for the sisters. It's a little sister halakha. Don't get excited. It's for the sisters. It's going to be, inshallah, in Robertson 226. You can talk to Mr. Anand Nasha about that. There's flyers going around. Otherwise, that's all for now, and we'll give it up for the Mazen Mokhtar with virtues of the last 10 days of Ramadan.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبع هداهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. So we're about to talk today, inshallah, about the virtues of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. What day of Ramadan is it today? 24. So how many more days are left? 5. Okay, 5 or 6, right? 5 or 6. So first thing I'm going to do is just to create a little bit of sense of urgency. Now, I'm not very tall, so I'm going to write all of the column right here. So it's going to be now virtues of the last 5 or 6 days of Ramadan. Because, you know, it makes very no sense now to talk about the virtues of the first 4 of the last 10, and most likely it's 5, by the way. It's very, very likely that Sunday is going to be any. So we're talking about most likely 5 already. Now, just yesterday, it was the first day of Ramadan, and this is how it feels to me. And it was just like, wow, just Ramadan passed by, and now I have to catch the last 5 nights of Ramadan. So tonight is the night of the 25th. Tonight is the night of the 25th. So it's one of the odd nights of the last 10 nights of Ramadan, by the way, just before we pass it by. So what I want to do is discuss a little bit and hear from you some of these virtues. So I want to hear from you. What are some of the virtues of the last 5 or 6 days of Ramadan or nights of Ramadan? What's so special about it? Yes?
Dua.
Dua. Jazakallah khair. Dua. Why?
You know, because they're a very special night, so you want to take advantage of it.
What's so special about those nights?
One of them has like, because
I'm sorry, it's in here?
one of them is the night of Qadr.
One of them is the night of Laylatul Qadr. Right? Is that what you said? Jazakallah khair. So that's one of the virtues, one of the nights of last. So let's set that aside for a moment. We're going to get back to that. But for a moment, let's set aside Laylatul Qadr. Any other virtues of the last 10 nights other than the fact that Laylatul Qadr falls somewhere in the middle? Yes?
Whoever prays for the sake of Allah, that all his previous sins forgiven.
Jazakallah khair. But aside from Laylatul Qadr, We'll get back to Laylatul Qadr inshallah. So we're going to set Laylatul Qadr aside. Let's say, for example, we're sure that Laylatul Qadr was yesterday. Okay? Theoretically. So what's special about the last 10 nights other than that?
I think the last 10 nights, they're an active street in hellfire.
So, Jazakallah khair. So the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, see, there is virtue in the fact that there is a month of Ramadan. There's virtue in the last 10 nights. And the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to redouble his efforts for those last 10 nights, right? So whatever effort he put in Ramadan, he really put more in the last 10 nights. He used to make i'tikaf. He used to also review the entire Quran with Jibreel in Ramadan, except by the way, the last year of his life where he did it twice. So in the last 10 nights, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to redouble his efforts. The effort that he put in Ramadan. But then again, wait a minute. In Ramadan, he used to put more effort than he did for the rest of the year. So let me begin by asking, why Ramadan? Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set aside this month, this special month? Now, I realize it's a very open-ended question, and you can even understand it in different ways. I want it open-ended. Usually my questions are open-ended, so you don't have to guess what I meant. So tell me how you understood. Yes?
So that we may learn self-restraint.
So that we may learn self-restraint. That's very good. So that's one of actually the benefits of the whole month of Ramadan, that we learn self-restraint. In what way? What do we do in Ramadan that teaches us self-restraint? We avoid food, drink, and sins. Of course, Jazakallah khair. So for a whole month, but are we supposed to avoid sins year-round? Okay? We are. I mean, not necessarily for the drink, but sins. So what's so special about Ramadan? The deeds are multiplied. Why did Allah set a month aside? Yes?
You also feel
You feel, I certainly do. You don't have to say, I don't know. Yes, you're right. You do. I mean, am I the only one, or I know I'm not the only one. How many people here, like once the month of Ramadan comes in, you feel like enveloped in this special thing for the whole month? Like even as I'm driving around, like the trees are different in the month of Ramadan. You guys feel this way? No? Am I the only one? Maybe I'm weird? Okay. You know, so the air breathing is a little different. So in the month of Ramadan, the feel to me, I don't know whether anybody else, but to me, the whole people. So, you know, we're talking now about a special 10 nights. And in the middle of the 10 nights, there's one special night. But then again, there's this whole month out of the year. Okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, fasting has been prescribed upon you as it has been prescribed upon those who have come before you, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may attain piety. And he tells us why the month of Ramadan. It says, شَهْرُ رَمَضَانَ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ فِيهِ الْقُرْآنِ, right? The month of Ramadan in which the Quran was revealed. So for a month, we're celebrating the Quran. Now here's something really interesting to me. Year round, if I do a good deed, I mean the reward is huge. Can you imagine like making a piece of jihad and having a house built for you? I mean people work, you know, for 30 years to have a small house, and it's not in Jannah. It's not made like one brick of gold, one brick of silver. It's like, you know, aluminum siding. And they work 30 years for that. And then, you know, you have to clean it every year, you know, and it's big, you know. And then if the wind is too strong, it flies off. And not to mention the shingles. And of course you have to repair it. So for, you know, in a way, you're working for the house rather than the house working for you. And people work for 30 years to achieve that. But you make a piece of jihad and the house is built for you. So year round, the reward is huge. I mean, you say, you recite an ayah of the Quran, every letter is a hasanah. You know, you say subhanallah once in your life, but you really mean it. I mean, it was purely for Allah, it was truly pure, it was with true sincerity. That's Jannah right there, in one tasbihah. So year round the reward is huge. But now comes Ramadan, and the reward is multiplied by 70. Why? I mean, hey, I'm among students here. Let's think. Yes?
Because we do so much bad, we really need it.
Jazakallah, we really need it. We do. I do. We need Ramadan. We really